Imagine trying to tell someone exactly where you are, but the phone line keeps cutting out or giving two different locations at the exact same time. That is basically what your car is confused about when you see the trouble code P2803. This code specifically points to a problem with the transmission range sensor B circuit high. Now, do not panic, but do pay attention because this is your car telling you it is losing track of what gear you have selected. This is a generic powertrain code, meaning it pops up on all sorts of vehicles from 1996 and newer, but the specific fix might tweak a bit depending on whether you were driving a Ford, a Toyota, or something else. Basically, your car has a computer known as the PCM or TCM, and it relies on a little device called the transmission range sensor, sometimes called the inhibitor switch, to know if you are in park, reverse, or drive. If that sensor sends confusing signals, specifically indicating two different gear positions simultaneously for more than 30 seconds, the computer gets frustrated and throws this code. It usually takes happening twice in a row to turn on your check engine light. The symptoms are pretty hard to miss. You might feel a serious lack of power when you try to take off from a stop sign. This happens because the transmission goes into a fail-safe mode, often called limp home mode, where it locks itself into third gear to protect the internal parts from damage. If you keep driving like this, you are risking expensive internal transmission repairs, so let us look at how to fix it. The most common culprit I see in the shop is a faulty range sensor itself, or simply a shift cable that has wiggled out of adjustment. Rarely it is the computer itself, but do not jump to that conclusion yet, because it is expensive and unlikely. If you want to diagnose this yourself, you can use a digital volt ohm meter. With the key in the on position, but the engine off, you can back probe the sensor wires. Have a friend shift through the gears while you watch the voltage. Each wire should have voltage in only one specific gear position. If you see voltage on a wire when the shifter is in two different spots, that sensor is likely toast. Also, check your wiring harness for any cuts or corrosion. A short circuit here can actually damage your computer, so make sure the wiring is clean before you just swap parts. It is a bit technical, but checking that alignment and the sensor signals is usually where the magic answer hides.